Good morning, people of the internet. Today we have the TOZO NC20. The TOZO NC20 noise canceling earbuds. I'm going to open them up. I'm going to hook them up to the app. I'm going to walk through the features. We're going to talk about it, and then I'm going to give a little bit of a on-the-spot hearing test to give you my initial impressions of what these guys sound like. So, first things first. Let's try and get them out of the box. I got this bum finger. Here we are. And boop. Throw that over there. And let's see. So we've got this. Does it want to? Looks like it wants to open this way. Little pull tab there. That broke off. My finger in there. There we have the buds. And inside we have user manual, quick guide, and TOZO information card for support. On the box, these things are billed as hybrid active noise canceling headphones, LED display to give you the battery percentage, wearing detection, and low latency mode for gaming, it looks like. So in the box, we have a very short USB to A to USB-C cable. We have some extra buds. We have the TOZO themselves. So let's go ahead and get them out of the box. You go over there for now. So just easy peel. And then there's a little peel there and a little peel there. And then they open. Shows that we've got 98% charge. And here I have the TOZO app. I could reference the quick start guide. Tell me what to do here since they supplied such a thing. Bluetooth pairing and wearing. Take the earbuds out of the charging case. If previously paired, they will automatically reconnect. If not paired or pairing was canceled, the earbuds will enter pairing mode, indicated by a slow blinking white light. Search for the TOZO NC20 on your phone's Bluetooth settings and connect. TOZO NC20, found them. Pairing, paired, done. And so now we can go back to the TOZO NC20s, connecting to the device. And here we have TOZO NC20s. You haven't taken the hearing test. So there's a hearing test. So, oh, it's already playing. Oh, Bruce Springsteen. Okay, just went to see the Bruce Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere film the other day, and it's very good. Haven't taken the hearing test yet. EarTune compensates for individual sound perception using AI algorithms. Let's go ahead and test ourselves. Here we go. Set proper volume while using the app. Next. Do you want to start testing now? Test. I'm doing the test. Testing. Here's where I start to lose my hearing. Okay, so that's pretty cool that they have a hearing test. Okay, so I see we have a bar up here that's telling us what we need to do. Okay, so we've got EQ, we've got sound mode, we've got ANC. I've got noise canceling on. Transparency mode is here, so I can hear a little bit better. Reduce wind noise, leisure mode, normal mode, adaptive mode, which I'm guessing, whenever somebody comes to talk to me, but we'll go back to noise canceling for now. EQ, current EQ standard, we have the EQ zone, and we can pick different EQs that people have created. Advanced EQ, which it gives you, looks like a 10-band parametric EQ. And so yeah, EQ zone. Wow, Robert, like some of these EQ curves are kind of cuckoo. Created by me. I haven't created anything yet. Nothing yet. Sound mode, music, spatial audio. This is a big feature for these guys. Has a spatial audio. Do not remind me again. And so here we've got spatial audio, and then of course we have just regular settings. We can set low latency for gaming. We can also set wear detection, dual device connection, LDAC support. Got it. which is great. Now they're going to reconnect. You've got OTA, over-the-air updates. You got touch controls. So click, we'll switch modes on the left ear, on the right ear, play, pause, double click previous song, next song, triple click voice assistant, normal mode. So long press volume up, long press volume down. That's pretty standard. And then volume balance, you can balance one way to one ear or the other. That's a nice feature to have. And water drainage for earbuds, so we have some water resistance here. The big features for these guys are that they support the LDAC codec, which is the high-res audio for wireless. That's what most people want to see in a headphone. They have hybrid and active noise cancellation. So the hybrid would be like a passive and active noise cancellation, or just the straight up noise cancellation mode that I showed you, plus the spatial audio functionality, and then all of these different app functions that are in here, from all these different settings to being able to choose music and spatial audio modes, to get your own EQ going. And yeah, so you can choose your different headphone models to choose which EQ modes that you use. I am not a big EQ person, so I like to listen to things, especially when I'm testing. I like to listen to things just as they are. So I'll leave this flat for the test. And now let's go ahead and put on some music. I'll go to my Apple Music here, and I will find my playlist of headphone stuff. Okay, so this got songs that I know, so I'm just going to shuffle them up. And so now I'm listening to Blinding Lights from The Weekend. Give myself nice. The volume at mid-range is like more than enough. And I'm listening now. We've got a full bass, like the EQ is totally flat. Nice crisp top end for the DX7 kind of keyboard synthesizer sounds. Yeah, nice deep sub bass for these. Listen to the chorus a little bit. All right, so let's go down here and go in the total opposite direction. We'll go back to the 80s and listen to Africa, which, you know, The Weeknd just wants to sound like the 80s. So here we are with this. This gives you a nice sense of directionality on one side or the other. Nice wide stereo. And this is playing ALAC, which is the Apple LDAC type thing. Again, listening to Africa, it's a different sound signature than modern music is mixed to. So the bass isn't as sub levels, but there's a nice coverage of everything that I'm listening to. Maybe a little bit of sort of muddiness in the mid-range, but I'll be able to tell if that's the case listening to something more acoustic based. Go to Into the Mystic by Van Morrison, just going back in the decades. Okay, so we've got high and low bass. We've got little drums coming in with a ride cymbal. So, and the voices, it's nice right there in the middle. You can hear the plate reverb. So nice detail in this. Let's hear something that rocks a little bit. Let's go to Sweet Child of Mine, just because. All right. So I mean, here we are in the intro. Again, the voice sits really nicely in here. So I just switch modes with this left ear here. You sort of, all right. Yeah, so play, pause, all those things. I mean, every headset's a little bit different, and you kind of have to fool around with it and get used to it as you were working with these. But I mean, LDAC support, active noise cancellation sounds really, really pretty good. The immersive spatial audio I haven't tried yet, so let's go to the app and give that a shot. That would be under sound mode. Oh, I am in spatial audio. Okay, so let me go back to music mode and check the difference here. Oh yeah. So the big difference with the spatial audio is a much more spatial sound signature, but it doesn't do the thing that often annoys me about spatial audio stuff, which is it doesn't sort of send stuff off into like the ether, and it just doesn't sound natural. It sounded very natural when I was listening to spatial audio. The stereo sounds like regular stereo that we're all familiar with, but the spatial audio seems to give a little bit more fullness, and it's not super pronounced. So between that and the app functionality that you get with these things, I love that there is a hearing test, because I do have some hearing loss in especially in my left ear, and it did pick that up, so that's pretty cool. So I love that it's tuning what you're hearing for your ears, and it gives you that opportunity. So there's plenty of functionality in the apps, as well as that stuff. And listening to tunes with this, my initial impression is that while there might be a little bit of, stuffiness in the mid-range on some songs, most of the stuff sounded very crisp, very clear. The more modern stuff had a nice low sub bass extension. The high ends were crisp but not shrill. The directionality and sort of spatialness of the soundstage was really nice. So I'd have to say that these Tozo N20s, like if you're looking for a nice little stocking stuffer or something for yourself, Tozo has impressed me with all of the headphones that they've sent to me so far, and my initial impression of the Tozo N20s is impressed as well. So link down in the description to go check them out for yourself. Tell them that the old JTL sent you. Thanks to Tozo for sponsoring the video and letting me hear these things, and let me tell you about them. I hope that if you get some, you'll like them. Anyway, thanks so much for being here, and we'll talk again soon, okay? Once again, my name's Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech's so honest it hurts. Until the next time, we are out.